My name is Mitchell Wayne, like the shampoo Paul Mitchell. You're gonna see me moving back and forth in this camera, but I'm gonna try my best to make sure that you can also see my feet. Now you notice I'm dancing in my socks. It's because I'm a germaphobe. I don't like wearing shoes in the house. So if you do have that space where you're able to wear shoes, good for you, but I'm not going to. So the way that I wanna format this is gonna be a bit different for those who've been with me. Okay, so I'm going to break down the steps before we start the music, and then I'll do the song with you. I'll move on to another song. We'll learn those steps, do that song, so on and so forth. There are, I'm gonna say 4 songs that I have. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so I have 4 songs on my list, 5 songs. Huh, I'm ambitious today. I have 5 songs on my list that I want us to go through, and I want to make sure that we feel comfortable before we get there. So usually you'll find some people do a follow along. I want to make sure you're not tripping up so you understand what we're getting into. Okay, so once we finish these 5 songs, I'm going to go into the way that I usually teach my classes, which is I break down the steps without music, just as we're going to do now. And then we actually have a piece of choreography that we have that you can take away with you. Now, if you do want to write down some of these songs, I can give you the playlist now, or I can share them with Peter and he can share them with everyone, however that works. That way, if you remember the steps and you want to do them on your own, you can. But these steps are made to be pretty easy, pretty doable, whether you're with kids or whether you have kids watching you, or whether you're on your own and you want to get a cardio workout. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to say the name of the song. If you want to write it down, you can. But again, I'll share this list with Peter. There are 5 total, and then we'll get to our song. The first one, it's Amy Winehouse, Valerie. Okay, so if you've been with me before, you've probably done these steps. I remodified some of them, so if you do know them and you want to do them, pay attention to the way I break it down because there may be some modifications. Okay, so this one's really easy. So when the music starts, we just go to the 1980s. We go to what I call the Carlton. So when I do this, I'm going to be mirroring you. So I'm going to say the opposite leg. This is my right leg, but for sake of video, I'm going to call this my left. Okay, so I'm going to start with my left leg, or excuse me, my right leg first. So if I start with my right, I'm just going to do heel, step in, heel, step in. Now I understand also before I start this, some of us live in New York. I don't know how it is across the pond. I'm not sure how it is in Boston or anywhere else that you're coming from. But in New York City, the walls are thin, the floors are thin. So I understand that you don't want to jump. You don't want to make a lot of loud stomping noises. I have that stuff modified as well. Okay, so if we go back to the beginning, and I'm with my right leg, or you do, I do heel, flat foot, heel, flat foot, heel, flat foot, heel, flat foot. So I like to decorate, which means I like to add a little bit of personality to my steps. So when I do this, I'm going to use my arms to swing in succession. So if I start with my right foot, I do right, swing, left, swing. You don't have to do that. If you feel a little bit stoic, you can just be here. That's fine. Okay? So when I do this, that's just the beginning part. It's really long. It's really easy. But at some point, I'm going to start moving. I'm going to imagine that I just have a square. You're not going to expect to really have to move very far away from that square. Usually I like to dance outside of that, but because of our space, I'm going to stay within my square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right leg, the same one that I started with when I did my heel toe, which is what we call it. I'm going to go forward, forward towards you, then back, back. Okay? We call this a jazz square. You literally step forward to the top corner of the square, other corner, step back to that corner, back to that corner. Now my hands, I'm going to do here, slap, back, slap, back, slap. Forward, slap, back, slap, back, slap. Okay? I'm going to do that a total of 4 times. So what that means is 1 box, back. 2nd box, back. Yeah, we're actually halfway through the song already. So if I put those 2 together, starting with the Carlton or the heel toe, I do right leg, right, swing. 2, I'm going to do 8 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I do here, back, forward, back. Can we do 2 more? Here we go. Forward, and back. Last one. Forward, back. Okay? Easy breezy. So if you're not quite familiar with this song, I'll play it. I'm going to play it here so you can hear it. Is this one. All I'm going to do to start it is step touch. Okay? I'm going to stop the music just to move on. So it sounds familiar, right? So we understand that beat of the music, the tempo of the music is rather quick. I'm going to start us off with just the easy step touch to get us into the mood. And then we'll go right into our heel toe. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Okay? So if I move on, I'm going to go into the most complicated part. And this is the part where it takes a bit of hand-eye coordination, but I'm going to break it down and make it a little bit more relatable to those who maybe have done a movement similar to this. In the 1950s, there was a popular step that they called the pony. If you've seen Hairspray, you've seen stuff like this. If you've ever seen any Broadway show, they usually do this step. Now they do it where they go on one foot and they shift their weight. I'm going to go to my right leg. So when I do this, I'm going to do right, left, right, left, right, left. It's a weight shift. So I'm kind of going side to side. So I'll do right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Your hands don't really have to do anything. You can be here, you can be at your side, you can even be here if you want to, you can even be behind your back. You have a million options, okay? So in the beginning of the song, we know we have the Carlton. We do that 8 times. We know we have our jazz square. We do that 4 times. And then we go into, this is later, when we go into side, step, side, step, side, step, side, step, okay? Not that complicated, right? For those who've done this song with me before, you know that I love to do complicated stuff, where I do side step, rock step. I'm gonna take off the rock step, just for the sake of being able to keep up with the music, okay? So now, I think we got the steps. If I show you where we are, I think you're gonna recognize all the steps. So if I start from the beginning, I'm gonna go to the Carlton. We go right foot, swing, left foot, 3, 4, we're going to 8. Remember, 6, 7, jazz square. 1, back, and 2, back, 3, and back, 4, back. Let's do it side, 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 side. How many more are we doing? 4, 3, 2, 1, and it goes side step. And this is kind of our safety zone. This is our default. We'll go here right before we get back to all that stuff we know, which is this stuff, okay? I'm gonna challenge us by playing music. Can we see what does not happen? Yes! Okay, great. Here we go from the beginning. Music. Actually, I'm gonna use my remote here. Let's see if I can rewind it, start it over, and go. Hopefully you hear this. Turn up your volume if you don't. I'll snap with you. I'll count you in. I'll let you know when we start. Okay. Let's try the Carlton. 3, 4, 5, 6. Jazz square forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do it again. 5, 6, 7. Square. 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 1. Back. 2. Back. Step touch. Okay. We got it. Okay. Now I'm going to go right into the next one I showed you when we do the pony, the side to side thing. Stay with me. Not stopping. Here we go. Side. Keep it up. Don't stop. I'm going to do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Can we go back to the Carlton step touch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jazz square. Forward, forward. Back. Follow me, Carlton. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Jazz square. Here we go. Forward. Back. Forward. 2 more. We're gonna go right to the pony. Last one. Side step to the right. Keep going. 8 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, default. Okay. Well, I'm a sweater. You're probably sweating a little bit. Stay with me. I'm going to go right to the Carlton with the heel of my right foot hits the ground. Can we do it together? Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, jazz squares. 2 more. 1, pony, 5. Can we do 8 more? Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Carlton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just went forward step, 2 of them. 2. 2 more. And then we're done. That one was fast. And I wanted to start us up with something fast just to get you out of your comfort zone, of course, and to also get your blood starting to flow, especially as I explain the next one. Now, the next one is—
So Mitchell, could I just say one thing just for everybody? Great job. Just make sure you're muted. I think everybody's muted, but you won't be able to hear the sound if you're unmuted. So quick check. Make sure everybody's muted.
Oh, so mic check. Are we feeling okay, everybody? Everyone's looking good to me. I'm coming down to my feet only because for those who can see my feet, I have the laptop that I can see everyone else's faces there. So I'm coming down just to say hello to everybody. I know we still have— hi, I see you, Boo. Sally, Maureen. Oh my God, hi, Genova. It's a pretty name.
We can't see your feet, by the way.
What'd you say?
We cannot see your feet.
Oh, you cannot? Oh, darn
Not
it.
completely, no.
What about if I back up? Are you able to see me here?
Yes, a little more back, a little more. Oh, there's good. That's great.
Okay, I'll make sure that I'm in this vicinity. That way you definitely can see me. Let me know if the lighting is also too dark, because what I can do is I can turn on artificial light. It's storming where I am, so I know it's a little dimmer than usual. Okay.
Good, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So everybody, I'm going to move on to the next song. This is all in Spanish. It's a Puerto Rican singer. You know who it is. It's Enrique Martin, so it's Ricky Martin. It's called La Mordidita. Now, La Mordidita means in Spanish, a little bite. So these steps here, easy to follow. They're pretty stationary, but they're a little noisy at some points only because we get to clap. And you don't have to clap, again, if you have thin walls, if you don't want to disturb neighbors or people that are nearby. Okay, so when I start this, I'm going to go to my right. Now remember, I'm going to be mirroring, so what you see in your camera will be the same direction you go in. This is my left leg, but for sake of you, I'm going to call this my right. So I'm going to go to my right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so my motion, when I go to my right, I shift my torso and I tap my opposite leg. Tap. If, again, you have those thin floors, you don't have to. You can just go here, and I'll pull my elbow in, other side, pull the elbow in. We'll do that a total of 8 times together. So I'm going to call these pairs. So if I do 1, 1, 2, 2, so on and so forth. Make sense? Okay. After that, all I'm going to do is modify. So instead of tapping my toe or just swaying, I'm going to pull my heel back towards my booty. So again, going to my right, I do those 8. 1, 2, all the way to 8. Second part, I do same thing, but I do that with my heel pulling back towards my booty, the same number, 8 times, okay? So if I do this from the beginning, let's try those all together. I'm not gonna skip any, I'm gonna do all 8 on both sides. First one, tap the toes. Second set, pull the heels back. Ready, to the right, 5, 6, 7, 8, I do 1, 2, 3, sorry, I got excited, shouldn't have lifted my foot, 5, 6, 7, let's pull the heels back. And 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Hold it here. I realized I was counting it wrong. I'm counting my doubles as singles. So you do a total of 8, but don't count the pairs. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4. Forgive me, my ethnicity prohibits me from counting properly. So when we do this, starting from the top again to make sure I do it right so that you do it right, it is 1, 2, I'm gonna count singles, 3, forgive me, program 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we lift the heel and we go 1 again. 2, same thing. 3, you just pull your heel back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this one, moving on to the third part, it's a little different, but it's still fairly easy. You're gonna take your hands like you're saying stop, but I'm gonna have my wrist flex, which means to the opposite of being straight, I just pull them up. I'm gonna act like there's people around me and I wanna move up. Push, 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 push. Notice my feet don't really move. If we had the space, or if you have the floor, ideal would be push and push, push and push. And the hands push in the same direction the foot jumps on, for those who can do this. So if I go to my right, I do right foot as I push, right foot. It's all the weight shift. I'll do that a total of 8 times, no double count, single count now that I know better. So that's the third one. So if I show you this again, I do 2 pushes, 2 pushes. This is number 3. This is the 4th one. 5, 6, 7, 8. And you notice it's all in my arms. I like to do a small push and then a bigger one, a small push, and then a bigger one. It's a little bit of like a passive aggressive, get off me, kind of like that. Okay? So that's the third. If we review these, remember the first one is just toes can tap, or you can just sway. 3, I'm going to do them all. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we lift the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go right into the push, and we push. 1, 2, push. 3, 4, 5. We're going to 8 still. 6, 7, 8. Okay? After that part, it actually gets pretty easy. I'm still swaying side to side. I'm going to say, what? Well, you don't have to say it, but you do it with your arms. So I do what? What? The same number. Okay, so when we finish, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I go back to the right again. Every time we start on the right side. What? There's 2 of them. What? 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 And if you want to add dynamics and add the legs, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's for those who can. If you can't, don't worry about it. I'll probably mix them in so you can see them both ways. Okay? After that, my favorite part, this is the reason why I laugh, is because it's my favorite section. So there's a bit of a change in the music, and all you do is let your right foot, or your left foot, excuse me, stay on the ground, and I'm gonna clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going up the entire time. Then I do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For those who have the ability and luxury of being able to stomp your feet, you'll stomp at the same time you clap. So if I go to my left side first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the other side, you do that a total of 4 times. So 1 time this way, the other time this way, 3rd time this way, 4th time this way. We actually have 1 more step and then the song's over. It just repeats all the way through. So this next part here, my claps, by the way, if I go backwards, 8 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it again. Do it again. So that last part, your legs stay apart. I like to turn my toes away to protect my knees. And all he says is la mordidita, la mordidita. Just a little bite. I just want a little bite of you. So all we're gonna do, I'm not good at doing the hula hoop, but I like to pretend that I am. So I'm going to do la mordidita, la mordidita, la mordidita, and to taquita. Okay? I'm going lower every time. Not everybody's able to isolate shoulders and hips. If that doesn't work for you, all you do is just go step, 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 step. And we just try to go into a squat. And then surprise, it starts over again from the beginning. Remember those? The lifting leg. So if I run through it from the beginning, because I'm about to play on the music, we start from our beginning. Right side, right leg, We start with the pull, toes can tap, or you just sway. 6, 7, we count 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, the feet can tap. They don't have to, but I'm gonna pull my heels up now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember, the pushes are coming next. 6 is double pushes. This is number 8. We go 1, 2, 3. You don't have to lift your heels, but if you want to, 5. You can. 6, 7. I'm gonna say what? What? You don't have to use the feet. If you want to, you can. 5, 6. We're going to the clapping ones. 8. We go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other side. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do that one more time. Other side. Back to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to stomp your feet. 1, 2, 3, and then we go right into that weird little hula hoop thing. Mordidita. 2. I'm gonna use my feet instead. 3. You don't have to do the side to the chest, and we do that again. Right? Oh, I lied to you. There's one more part that I like. A shimmy and a shake. He repeats the la mordidita thing again. So I do la mordidita. I go up and I do my mordidita. You don't have to move the hips. If you can wiggle it, shake it, you can. If you don't like what you're feeling back there, stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Otherwise, you're gonna see me shake it and bake it. Shake it, bake it. Okay? How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go back to the beginning. Okay? I'm gonna play music. Let's try this from the beginning. I'm gonna get you loose and shaky. If you are ready to shake and bake with me, I'm gonna start it in the beginning. So bear with me. Okay? Music. Cue. Let's see if this still works. I'm not the best with technology, but let's see what happens. Those who can see my feet, let's see what doesn't work. Let's go from here. There we go. Shake. If you can, you don't have to. You just stand here. We're going right to the right. Remember this. Here we go. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, we just lift the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do the double push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me the 1. Arms go up. 1, 2, 3. I can lift the heels if I want to. 6. We're going to clap. To the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other side. One more time. One more side. Hula hoop. You can shimmy and lower. One more. I lied. One more. Shake it. Bake it. One more. The beginning. Right side. Let's lift those heels. Here we go on the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double push. And push bigger, 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 bigger. 5, 6, 7. Roll them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna clap again. 1. Other side. Here we go. One more. Hula hoop. Go lower. Again, if you want to, you can feel like this. Shake it. Bake it. One more. Hold it. Step it. Step, step, step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay. I'm going to do the twist. I'm going to add on one more. I think we got it. Twist there. Other side. Think of Shakira. If you want to. Clap it there. There you go. There I had it. Other side. One more. Other side, one more. Let's pause. Hula hoop. Lower. Lower. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Clap with it. Other side. You don't have to clap if you don't want to. You can just shake it. Twist the thing one more time. Other side. One more time, other side. One more. Okay. Okay. 2 down. I'm already sweating. You might not be, but I'm just a sweater. 3rd one. This one's gonna make us really sweat. If you didn't think that would make you sweat much, this one will make you sweat more. So if you need to get water, please do. We have, I'm ambitious today. You know what? Let's do 2 more because I actually want to get us to choreography and I'm looking at the time. So we're gonna get water if you need to. Dry yourself off if you're sweating. I'm gonna keep going, okay? This one, this one's a little bit faster. It's Jennifer Lopez. It's called Let's Get Loud. Okay, it's way back in the 90s. It's actually a remake. I believe it was Gloria Estefan who did the original, I think. So, please don't shoot me if I'm wrong. This one, a lot of legs, okay? So she says, let's get loud, let's get loud. That's where we are. I'm gonna go to my right, okay? So when I go to my right, which well, is your right, my left, da-dee-da, I'm gonna let my arms go sway and sway that whole time. From what you see from a side view, you're gonna see my arms doing this. Now, for those who can see my feet, you may notice that my left foot moved when I did that. And it's because I turned to my right. So what I'm doing is I do right, and I step my left foot forward. I come back to where I was, so that you see this, and I do the other side, same thing. Left, come back, right, and left. How many times? Total of 4. Now the thing is, your legs are going to continue doing that 4 more times because your arms are going to do something else. And this is what I mean. I'm starting over. So I do to the right. We go. 1, come back. 2, come back. 3, come back. 4, I'm going to keep going with my legs because my arms are going to do a bit of a dab. So I'm doing this, okay, if that makes sense. But I'm still turning. So I do dab, other side, dab. You see my hands kind of do a weird circle thing? Dab, and dab. That was also 4 times total. No double counts, all singles. So what I mean is from the beginning, if I start over again and I do the first one 4 times, we go to the right, 7, 8. I do 1, and 2, and 3, and swing those arms, circle, dab, and dab. And I'm trying to be up to date with those kids, although I'm probably still behind. And I do it again after those 4. I start from the beginning. 1, and 2, and 3, and remember to dab, we go dab, and dab. And I don't know what dab stands for, but ask the kids, they probably know more than I do, okay? So we do that 2 times in a row. After that, Jennifer Lopez starts singing. So my feet, it's a little tricky. I'm gonna back up. So if you cannot see my feet in the big entire body screen, you should be able to see it on the foot screen there. What I'm doing is, I'm gonna start with my left leg. I'm gonna take my left leg and I'm gonna make this complicated, of course. So I'm gonna do taps out to my side. I do 1, come in, 2, and 3, and 4, and then I'm gonna do doubles. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 2 more. Da, 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 da. And then I'm gonna repeat it. This is the part that's gonna be the most complicated. So again, I do, hands can be here if you want. If it helps you focus, I go to my left, I do 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8 again. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and so don't forget, you're counting 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, okay? So when we do this, I'm gonna go a little faster just to make sure we got it because it repeats twice in a row, just like when we did these things and they were doing it twice in a row, we do the same thing. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and again. 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Okay, it's weird. Now that should be everything. No, well, this part, I feel like we all do this, whether it's in public or in the privacy of our own homes or with one person or a group of people, not going to judge. But I take my hips and I go here. I'm going to turn to my right. I'm going to go all the way around. 2, 3, 4. Not everybody can isolate the hips. Not everybody can isolate the shoulders either. So if this doesn't work for you, well, here's the way that I always teach it. I want you to think like your butt is a nice, big, delicious, moist, sopping Dorito chip. Bear with me. So this Dorito chip that you have has picked up the peak of the guy in the queso. That's not in the choreography, but just imagine you did it before the song started. Now what you want to do is you want to share, okay? You want to smear it off on whoever's around you. So when I turn to my right, I do it 4 times. So I'm sharing, I'm sharing, I'm sharing because I'm caring, okay? After I do those 4 turns, I'm going to take my left foot, I'm going to stomp, well not stomp, but I'm going to tap 4 times, or 8, let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total of 8, okay? And then I just go in the opposite direction. So I go to my left. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, tap, 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 tap. You see my arms moving? It's a habit I have. If it throws you off, don't do it. You can easily have a hand hidden behind your back and do it that way. But if you really want to get it, this is my right leg, this is my left arm. As it taps out, it goes up, up. Or I think of my right arm going down, like I'm trying to press my leg down, if you want to use the hands. That's the whole song. If I go back to the beginning, the other stuff you'll get. Let's get loud. I go from the beginning. I do 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, swing, and I dab, and I dab. Remember, there's 2 more. Dab, and start from the beginning. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and I do it again. Dab, 3 more. Dab, dab. Let's go to the weird tappy things on the feet. 4 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap, tap, tap. 2 more. Tap, tap. Single it out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and tap, and tap, and tap, tap. And then I turn. Share the chips, share the guacamole, and the hummus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you should be able to go back to this. Should be able to. Now there's one more step I realize I should be showing you. It is a little bit of salsa, okay? Or excuse me, cha-cha. I go, step forward. This is my left leg. I'm gonna go forward and let the weight of my back leg come off the ground, then go back, and then do 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. So it allows you to switch to the right leg, come back, step, step, step. Left leg, come back, step, step, step. Right leg, come back, step. I'm gonna go faster, keep going with me. 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. Step, step, cha, cha, cha. Step, step, cha, cha, cha. Step, step, 2 more. And step, step, cha, cha, cha. Step, step. I like to shimmy a little. Step, step, even though I've got nothing. Step, step, stop, stop, stop. Good. That's in between before we start over with our beginning. Tap, 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 okay? I'm gonna play music. Let's see if it doesn't happen, okay? Here we go. Music up. Tap. Okay, we're going right to the flame, to the right. Now, dab with me. 1, 2, start again. 3, 4, tap, tap, 1, tap, tap, and 1, 2, 3, 4, tap, 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 single. Again, tap, tap. I'm gonna do it again. One more step. 1, 2, 3, 4, tap, tap, tap. Turn with me. 1, 2, 8 tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other direction. Right. 1, 2, 3, 8 tap. Start with tap. Tap, tap. Do the double. 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 2 more. Single tap. Double. 2, 2, 2. I know it's weird. I know. Single. And 2. Turn with me. 8 tap. 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3. 8 tap. Going back to this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Down with me. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. One more time. I promise you. One more time. Down with me. Let's go to the cha-cha. Left. Cha-cha-cha. You have a lot of time to get this. Don't worry about it if you get it wrong. Let's do this again. Left. Cha-cha-cha. Right. Cha-cha-cha. Left. Cha-cha-cha. Right. Cha-cha-cha. Left. Cha-cha-cha. Right. Cha-cha-cha. Let me shimmy. We know the part. Okay. I'm going back to the side tap. In a moment, stay with me. Side tap, left leg. Tap. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, last 2. Turn with me. Remember this. 8 tap, 4, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. We're going to the chorus. Here we go. 7, 8. Down with me. Don't stop yet. Here we go. Turn with me. Shake with me. Shimmy. Can we shimmy downstairs? Pick it up. One more time. Chop, chop. Left leg forward. Chop. Chop, chop, chop. You remember this. Left. And step, step, step. Just need a step. Step, step, step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back to the chorus. We're almost done. Here we go. Here we go. Turn. Dab with me. Dab. Dab. Back time. Back dabbing and shoulder. Okay. All right. All right, the kids around, I'm sweating like a, I shouldn't say the illegal word, H-O-O-K-E-R in church. So, one more. And that's it. This last one is 80s, okay? So, you're gonna laugh at me on this one. So this step, it's really, well, this is the weird step that a lot of people that don't know how to do this find a challenge doing, but I wanna see if I can get you to do this through the camera. So I'm gonna pray and add some Crisco or olive oil and see what does not happen. Now, this is my left leg. I'm gonna take this leg and I'm gonna hook it in front and step on it. And once I do that, I'm gonna take my other leg, step away, shift my weight, come back, and then go around and do it again. Now, for those who know a kickball change, there's a kick ball of the foot, change to the other, kick your other foot, goes to the ball of that foot and change. That might be something some of us are familiar with. That looks hard, which is why we're not doing that. There's no kick. All I'm doing is step, 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 step. So I'm constantly crossing in front and out, front and out, stepping in front, stepping out, stepping in front, stepping out. It's a constant weight shift. It is nutty. If this does not work for you, I'm just gonna go step, 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 step. Okay, I'm going back to the 80s. Okay, if I deliver all day. So the beginning of what we have is all old school stuff here. Okay, so I'm going to let me show you the other step that I think we will all get. You may be familiar with these gimmicky dances. A lot of people do them at bar mitzvahs and weddings. It's called the sprinkler. We're actually going to do it. Okay, so what I'm going to go to my left, or excuse me, my right first. So I'm going to do 1, 2. And all I'm doing is I'm going to take my right hand and put it behind my head, like I'm about to do a sit-up. My other hand is saying stop. This is the last song, by the way. So I'm going to do stop. I'm going to step my leg in front, just like we did the last song when we were doing knees. Same thing. I'm pretty flat-footed. So when I do this, I like to do my chest going back with the shoulders, forward, forward. Okay? And I do it 4 times. So I do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then I do the weird foot thing that I showed you. Come on, she says, come on. She says, come on, she says, and then we go, let's get physical. It's not Olivia Newton-John. It's a little bit more modern than that with an 80s twist. Okay, so there are 3 of these. I do 1, 2, now I'm counting doubles again, 3, and then we go, let's get physical, and then you do it again. So I love a good sprinkler. The sun came out. Regardless, we're going to try this from the beginning. So if I go in order and sequence, it is 1, 2, I'm just step touching, 5, 6, 7, do it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to try to do a body roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm going to do it again, step touch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, body roll. 1, 2, 3. Some of y'all, I see your faces. I know you know how to do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's a pause. Who needs to go to sleep when I've got you next to me? That's what you're going to hear me saying. Who needs to go to sleep when I got you next to me and I'm going to be getting ready for the sprinkler? I do the 1, 2. Don't worry about the hands down here. 3. And then we do the weird feet thing. Come on. Come on. Come on. And then we say, let's get physical. Lights out. Follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. And we do come on. Come on. Come on. And we do the physical. Let's get physical. And then we just start over. Okay, that's pretty much the whole song. There is a part in the middle where you'll see me do like a kick, and this involves my left leg, my right arm. Okay, so I'm about to press play in about a second, so bear with me. I go here, here, 3, 4. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go 80s to my left, and I'm just going to step touch with the Carlton again. Without the heel toe, it just makes it easy. And then I do it again. And I do 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2. And go back to the 80s to my left. 1, 2 to the 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's pretty much it. Okay, if anything, there's like a clap, but you'll be able to pick that up when you hear it. I'm going to press play. I know I'm running into extra time. If you have to check out, you have somewhere to be, I get it, and I appreciate you being here for as long as you have been, but I'm either dancing by myself or dancing with you with me. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Peter's saying we should wrap it up, so I'm going to wrap it up. But I'm going to play at least a minute, so you at least get what you worked on for. So bear with me. Okay, here we go. Let's try it, see what happens. And here we go. Okay, just a minute. You may not get to the double song, but if you can stick around, I'm doing it. I'm going to start the step touch, going to my left. Stay with me. Here we go. We try the body roll. Left, 2, 3. Maybe the other way. You feel like a dead whale. Body roll if you can. Other side. Get ready for the sprinkler. She says, who needs to go to sleep? Am I right? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leg. Here we go. Last time. And we do the leg. Okay. So we may not be able to get through that whole song because of our time limitations, but this is Dua Lipa, Physical. If you ever want to look this up. Again, I'm going to send this playlist to Peter. I should have opened up the floor for feedback. Hopefully we'll be able to see you guys next time. My name is Mitchell Wayne, like the shampoo Paul Mitchell, even though I don't have hair. Thank you for being with me. If you got a workout, so happy. If you did not and you just wanted to enjoy watching us, still appreciate being an audience. I see you, girl. That head wrap. Yep, I see that grin. What's going on? Oh, I love you. Okay.